About 40,000 years ago, if we could travel back in time to Europe, we would not only encounter the ancestors of modern humans. In ice-covered forests and cold caves, another human species was also living, the Neanderthals. They hunted large animals, knew how to use fire, made tools, and cared for the weak within their communities. Yet today, this human species has completely disappeared. The question that has troubled scientists for centuries is, why did the Neanderthals vanish? For a long time, Neanderthals were often portrayed as crude and less intelligent beings. However, modern scientific discoveries have completely overturned this view. Neanderthals appeared in Europe and Western Asia around 400,000 years ago, and were very close relatives of Homo sapiens, modern humans. They had short, robust bodies, perfectly adapted to cold climates. More strikingly, the Neanderthal brain was equal to, or even larger than, that of modern humans. They knew how to craft sophisticated stone tools, use fire for warmth and cooking, bury their dead, and may have possessed a primitive form of language. Around 45,000 years ago, Homo sapiens began migrating from Africa into Europe. The arrival of modern humans marked a major turning point in the continent's history. Homo sapiens had many advantages, from more diverse tools and better communication skills to the ability to cooperate in larger groups. As modern humans spread across Europe, Neanderthals gradually disappeared from the lands they once inhabited. Because of this, many hypotheses suggest that Neanderthals were wiped out by modern humans. However, archaeological evidence does not support this scenario. There are no clear signs of large-scale warfare. If conflicts did occur, they were likely small and sporadic, not enough to explain the complete disappearance of an entire human species. Another hypothesis points to extreme climate change. The period during which Neanderthals vanished coincided with intense climatic shifts in Europe caused by ice ages. Temperatures dropped sharply, forests shrank, and large animals, the main food source of Neanderthals, became increasingly scarce. Their population was already small and scattered, so sudden environmental changes posed a serious risk. However, it is important to note that Neanderthals had survived many previous ice ages. Therefore, harsh climate may have been an important factor, but it is unlikely to have been the sole cause of their disappearance. The shocking truth was only revealed in 2010, when scientists successfully decoded the Neanderthal genome for the first time. The results showed that people in Europe and Asia today carry between 1 and 2% Neanderthal DNA. This could only have happened if Neanderthals and modern humans had interbred and produced offspring. This discovery completely changed how scientists viewed the fate of the Neanderthals. They were not entirely wiped out, but instead merged into Homo sapiens. Their genetic traces still exist within our bodies, influencing the immune system, skin color, hair color, and the ability to adapt to cold climates. Today, most scientists agree that the disappearance of Neanderthals was the result of multiple combined factors. Small population size, harsh environments, competition with Homo sapiens, and genetic mixing caused them to no longer exist as a distinct species. Neanderthals were not inferior in intelligence or survival ability. They were simply carried along by the flow of history and became a part of us. So, when we say that Neanderthals disappeared, that may not be the whole truth. They may no longer walk the earth as a separate human species, but they are still present in every cell of billions of people alive today.